Media is around us all the time, whether it be social media or mass media on radio and television. Media has rapidly evolved as to how we get information. Commercial media often doesn't have the ability to cover an event that may run over an hour. Community media, however, does. People turn to community media when it comes to highlighting events in their neighborhood, and it is the duty of community television to fulfill those needs of the public. So let's explore a station that is no stranger to serving their community, and doing so in award-winning fashion, Independence Television, as they bring the community to you. ITV started in a local fire station, and in 2013 moved their station to be headquartered in Clarkston High School. Clarkston Community Schools and ITV later formed an agreement to broadcast high school football and basketball games. ITV is made for and by the community of Independence Township. Independence Television is a PEG, or Public, Educational, and Government station. These channels are maintained via local cable broadcasts in Independence Township, Michigan. The station highlights local services, businesses, high school sports, and community events in Clarkston and Independence Township. And just like anything else, the people that make ITV what it is have their own unique story.
So, I think it was 2013 is when the township and the schools decided to kind of merge their media programs together. And because of that merger, they had positions they wanted to fill to kind of help do all the community producing and all that stuff. It was something I had kind of heard about, but it was actually Mr. Banks, the previous media teacher, that kind of said, hey, you should really apply for this job. And at the time I was working part-time, so this was a full-time job. So I was like, I'd love to apply. It'd be great to, get a full-time job in media, of course. So I applied for, there was two positions at the time. I applied for both. I got the one that was more with the township, but I got that gig, did that for a little while. Then when the previous manager left for new opportunities, I got promoted to his spot and became the station manager. And then when Mr. Banks, the previous media teacher, retired, I thought, I was kind of interested in pursuing teaching. Maybe I can give that a whirl, and applied for his job and got it. So this is the start of my third year teaching, but it's kind of nice that I still get to be involved with ITV because I get to have some of that kind of legacy knowledge because I've been here for so long in some capacity. I kind of get to say, well, that situation happened 4 years ago and this is how we did it, or this is how we have handled things. But obviously John is the new station manager, so it's kind of his call for a lot of that township stuff, but I get to kind of give him that institutional reference point in a way.
Well, since I was in high school, I wanted to work in media, and I went to college. I went to Central and graduated with a bachelor's in broadcasting. And for a long time after that, I really never had a fixed job. I did stuff for myself, and I worked, freelance for certain things. I shot a wedding, and never anything I did with those jobs, I never really felt, like this is what I want to do. This is what I work for. But working here, every project I do, whether it's a big long form documentary piece or if it's something small, just an event coverage, even meetings, I look back and I go, yeah, this is what I did. This is what it's kind of culminated into for the most part.
Content creation is vital to any media outlet, and the creative process can sometimes be challenging, even for the most experienced.
From the creative process, it's always wonderful if you get the opportunity for an event to storyboard your ideas of what you want to shoot. It really helps with the direction of your final product, I've found. Because I've been on both sides of the coin where we go into an event and you can really envision what you want from this project, and sometimes it works out great, and that helps with the editing process, because for me at least, if I'm piecing those shots in my mind ahead of time, it makes the editing process go a lot smoother. Then again, on the other side, sometimes we don't have the opportunity to really storyboard an event beforehand. Sometimes it's grab your gear and go, and you kind of shoot anything and everything, and just to hope that you have everything that you possibly could imagine. And then the negative part about that is the editing process. It takes a lot longer because you're going through a lot more shots. You don't really know how this all fits together. And it makes that editing process a little bit harder when you don't have the opportunity to really kind of brainstorm ahead of time what you want out of a particular production.
ITV has covered events within the community by the Clarkston Chamber of Commerce, Clarkston Community Schools, and other family activities. One of those events is the Taste of Clarkston. Each year, for one day only, patrons gather on Main Street to try many different dishes from over 50 different restaurants in town. Food, live music, and free family activities? What more could you ask for? And while you're at it, make sure to stop by the Clarkston Union. The restaurant is located in a renovated church and serves up what was voted the best mac and cheese in Michigan in 2015. Another event, Movies in the Park, is a great way to spend an evening in Independence Township's parks. 4 films were shown from summer to fall. With the power of state-of-the-art technology and a giant inflatable screen, ITV brought the magic of Casper to life. ITV also covers Trunk or Treat at the Clarkston Independence District Library. Every year, children walk around the parking lot trick-or-treating to get candy from the trunk of decorated vehicles. For ITV, community media is vital to bringing the people of Clarkston and Independence Township together. The station not only promotes content and cable channels on the big screen, but also through social media.
Yeah, so the platforms we're using mainly right now to promote ITV is Instagram and Facebook. We just started up our Twitter account again, but we're kind of testing the waters on that one. It's better to focus on just a few social medias rather than the whole gamut of it. So yeah, Instagram and Facebook.
For almost 10 years, ITV has been able to form a bond with the community of Clarkston that only continues to grow. They are committed to creating content for the local residents that rely on them to get information about their community.
I think the way that ITV brings people together is and it's great when you look at these 3 different pillars, I'd say, of community media: of public, education, and government. You know, with government, we're able to bring people together by allowing transparency through government. We're able to broadcast all governmental meetings live, not only through YouTube, but also to our cable channels at the same time. But people are able to sit at home and still partake in those meetings and watch those meetings, live. So they're able to be a part of that process. And I think that's extremely important for any community media station, is to help with that transparency of government. If we can be the honest source of news for government, I think we're doing our job. The same can be said for the educational channel. You want to talk about bringing people together, like our high school channel and high school sports is a huge go-getter. It constantly is our largest viewership, interactive programming that we watch is high school sports. 1, because everyone loves high school sports. 2, if you're someone that moves away from your community, moves away from home, you have to go work somewhere else, you're still able to stay connected to what's going on in your hometown because of people like us. And I think that's the hugest accomplishment that a community media station can do, is bringing your home to wherever you are. I think that's an amazing feat that I think we accomplish daily, especially with our high school sports. Matt Blow does a great job with the classroom work and the way that we're able to broadcast not only football, which is a great go-getter, but volleyball, soccer, swimming, all these different sports that might not get regular attention. We're able to do that. And I think that's a great way of bringing people together. And the last one with the public channel is obvious. We're able to bring the public to us, and by doing that, we're able to bring everybody else to everybody else. So it's a great connecting piece of bringing someone's expertise, knowledge, skill sets. We can bring them in studio and they can share that with everyone in their community. It's so easy and simple, and what a platform that we have to do that. So when you talk about bringing people together, I think just looking at what we're able to accomplish on a daily basis, we do that in so many different facets. It's just wonderful to be a part of.
ITV also offers people the opportunity to learn how to run equipment or even produce their own show. Independence Television has served the needs of Clarkston and Independence Township and intends on doing so for many years to come. From festivals to fun events to the field house.
Pass over to Dighton for 3. Got it!
From board meetings to the big house.
It's caught! Touchdown! Clarkston!
Independence Television brings your community home.